Now to my ears, this is not down to sound quality. Hey there again. The Anker Soundcore Life Q30 sounds great, and a lot of reviewers have raved about them, but there's something that they haven't told you. You can get the same or even better pure sound quality from a wireless noise cancelling headphone for a lot less money. Case in point, the Mpow H17. Now I'll get more into the sound and other factors to consider after the sound demo, but for now, as usual, put on your best headphones or earphones and take a listen for yourself. Welcome to GI Chow. Okay, let's get into detail, starting with the sound quality of the Anker Soundcore Life Q30. This has adequate bass quantity and depth, though with some coloration from the thin plastic ear cup resonances. Mids are in the main clear and natural, and the treble energetic, detailed and non-sibilant. They have a little less air than the very best ANC headphones from the likes of Sony with the WH1703, but overall they're say 75% there for 20% of the price. Now moving on to the Mpow H17, again I was very impressed with sound quality, which is balanced with good deep bass impact while maintaining clear vocals and a detailed but non-sibilant or harsh treble. My Samsung phone's adapt sound equalization shows the frequency response to be surprisingly flat. They really do sound good as headphones, even regardless of their being wireless and noise cancelling. So both are really nice sounding Bluetooth ANC headphones, but the Q30 is double the price of the H17. Now to my ears, this is not down to sound quality, but rather the Q30 has certain features that if valuable to you make them worth the extra cost over the H17. So let's get into it more and start with the advantages of the Q30 over the Mpow H17. The Q30 has multi-point pairing, so it can be connected to two devices at the same time rather than having to unpair and pair when switching from one to the other. It also has USB-C rather than micro USB. It has slightly better ANC than the H17. It cancels a bit more noise. They both perform at a reasonable level, somewhat below the most expensive Sony and Bose offerings. Q30 has a touch-sensitive ambient control activated by touching the right cup, though of course with headphones you can simply slip them off your ears onto your neck quickly, which you may need to do anyway since activating transparency mode doesn't lower music volume. Q30 also has the Soundcore app for changing equalization, and while the default equalizations are quite V-shaped Soundcore signature with less clear mids, the flat equalization sounds more natural. Now there are other equalizers available, some of which like Samsung Adapt Sound are built into your phone, and I have a separate video on that. The Q30 also goes louder, and while the H17 goes loud enough for me, some may appreciate the extra couple of notches of volume the Q30 provides. The Q30 ANC doesn't change the sound equalization, whereas the H17 ANC mildly warms the mids in a pleasant way, though still sounds good whether ANC is off or on. The Q30 has a slightly clearer microphone than the H17.
Hello, this is me talking to you
from the Anker Soundcore Life Q30 and now turning on some background coffee shop noise. Can you still make me out? Hello, this is me talking to you from the H17 and now turning on some background coffee shop noise. Can you still make me out? It also has slightly larger ear pads, so this could be seen as a con as well as a pro. The Q30 comes with a padded case, so will you ever use it? And the H17 actually folds better and into a smaller space and comes with a simple light carrying bag. On the Q30, one button turns off both the headphones and the ANC, whereas the H17 has separate controls for ANC and power. The Q30 has NFC pairing. Though once paired the first time, both do pair fairly quickly. The Q30 fast charge gives you 4 hours from 5 minutes against the H17's 2 hours in 10 minutes. So quite a long list. Now should you decide to buy any of the items reviewed, using the affiliate links in my video descriptions helps the channel make new videos while you'll pay the same price. Now let's consider the disadvantages of the Soundcore Q30 over the Mpow H17. The cups are lighter plastic and you can hear plastic resonances colouring the sound more, whereas the H17 has a more solid cup construction, a much cleaner and tighter base as a consequence. The Q30 cups and headphone as a whole look cheaper and less durable than the H17. The Q30 cups are more obviously branded with what looks like a knockoff Beats logo, whereas the H17 branding is more subtle. The Q30 earpads look and feel less premium than the H17, which have nice stitching details and a more comfortable profile. The Q30 cups are plain plastic, whereas the H17 has a nicer feeling synthetic leather over the cups, reminiscent of the Sony WF-1000. The Q30 buttons are much thinner, less tactile and cheaper feeling than those on the H17. The Q30 headband adjustment could potentially trap hair like the COS Porta Pro, though I've not experienced this. The Q30 has a less compact design overall. In fact, the Q30 is heavier at 260 grams versus the H17's 220 grams, though neither feel particularly heavy. Now the Q30 advertises 40 hours of playtime against the H17's 45 hours of playing time. The Q30 doesn't state it has clear voice capture, although the H17 has CVC6. And lastly, of course, the Q30 is around twice the price of the H17. So another long list. However, arguably where things count most in sound quality, comfort, compactness, build, tactility and looks, I think the cheaper H17 wins. However, if you need features like multi-point pairing, USB-C, ambient mode, configurable frequency equalization, or an extra few dB of ANC, the Q30 is still a solid choice. Especially now that with vouchers it can be had for around £60 against the H17 at £30. Now both are fairly well established brands and the video description has links to both. So hopefully after 25 points things are a bit clearer for you, but do let everyone know what you think in the comment below. And if you got value, just take a second please to like and subscribe to spread the word and support the channel. For now though, you all stay safe and I'll see you next time. Bye.